Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. I wanted to show you one of the projects that I have done with the Honey Blossom Journal Kit by the Book Vandal Shop. It didn't come out the way I had planned, but I like it. It is completely different than what I set out to do. But what I set out to do didn't work, and I changed it up. So what I've done is I've gutted this old book. It was already the honey color with a little bit of green, and it had about a 1/2-inch spine. Now I have added a couple of pieces of ephemera from the collection, and I've backed it with some cheesecloth here and a little bit of trim here that matches the trim that I have placed over the spine. Now I have only done that for a little bit of stability and also to cover up the previous title, because it was the name of some giant monster. This was a children's book. I have left the back plain, and the binding that I've used is this small I guess it's a little over maybe 3/8 inch gingham, yellow and white gingham ribbon, which I have kind of inked up a little bit to grunge it up. But I'll show you why I've used that when we open the book. So inside, I thought I would take this book pages and attach them to the front and back cover, and it would be a book. Well, it stood up straight like this because the spine was not the right size. So I cut away the front and the back piece, and I've covered that with some cheesecloth, and I learned that trick from Susie, Creative Cafe Girl, and I really like the way that looks just with that cheesecloth there. And what I did was these are 23 of the background pages, and I have folded them so that the decorative side is on the inside, blank on the back, and I glued them together back to back and back to back all the way through, and that makes my book block. So because it didn't work out the way I originally planned it, I decided to remove the book block from the cover, and I bound it with just this piece of linen. I put that on the front, wrapped it around to the back. I did not glue it on the spine. And you can see back down in here, I do have that lace from the cover wrapped around the entire spine. But this is only glued front and back, and it is not glued on the spine, and that allows all the pages to lay flat. I did use Dawn's Bonus honey page for the center of the book, and I've just tied it with the binding that I could remove this whole book section if I want. Once it's used up, I can replace it. I used 2 of the side tucks from the collection, and that's it. Guys, this took me, I think I worked on it maybe an hour and a half yesterday and maybe an hour today because I didn't like the way it was coming together. But I do like that it finally, everything lays flat, and I have all the lined paper in the front, and I can remove it for writing if I want to. I mean, it'll lay flat here, but it does lay better when it's not in the book itself, only because of the size of the spine here. But everything comes together perfectly, and it fits in here. And like I said, I want to use this for myself, for writing down some ideas, and then I've got some pockets in the front and back where I can just tuck some things in if I want. So I did the flip through with you yesterday of all of these pages, so I don't necessarily need to go through all of these. I used all of the writing ones, all the lined pages, and then I put the honey one in, and then these back here are all of the blank pages, not blank, but all the ones without lines. And I think I used all but 3 of the backgrounds. I was going to put the honey combs on the front and back cover, but when I attached the spine, I found I didn't need these. And so I have these 2 that I've cut down, and I have the darker bee background. That's it. I did not use a lot of the ephemera for this one because it's not necessary. I used the side pockets, and I used this journal card and a ticket, and that's it. This is a done deal. So I will be using this one for keeping my notes for beekeeping and otherwise. But what I'd like to do next is Susie, Creative Cafe Girl, did a journal that she called the easiest journal that she had ever made. And I want to do that because it's mostly made from coffee-dyed paper. In fact, it's completely made from coffee-dyed paper. And so I want to try doing that, and that's where I'm going to be using up these ephemera pieces. And then we're going to also make some matchbooks. We're going to make some waxed ephemera, and I don't know, whatever else we can find to do. Because now I've used the pages, and now I need to use the ephemera. So anyway, I wanted to just share that with you really quick. I did not film this because I wasn't sure exactly where it was going. So I'm going to go coffee dye some paper right now, and I will be back tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.